Husam again, and this message I would send to of course, to all involved parties in this, but in principle to the young men who I met in the telephone shops who were involved 2022. I remember them well, and I saw them. I saw you. I call them. I will address you as you in this video. May the message reach you well. I saw you, of course, scrolling my videos while I was speaking to your colleague. Problem is known by you. Everything is known. We know each other, but we are not speaking to each other. So the picture remain vague. In your mind, remain wrong. I will explain here why on what ground you were misled. Here and now, I'm asking you in the name of your honor and your conscience to contribute to a solution, to make an influence yourself on the authorities, on all involved parties, to stop this and take the issue seriously. They open now this care procedure, which of course normally followed by onderzoek. Very wrong approach, very wrong and misleading, and basing information, this onderzoek on fraudulent information, on information delivered by frauders. So I will explain here more. May you understand. I was explaining to your colleague, and he was surprised that I am unable to reach my brother. That's a fact. I'm unable to reach not only this brother, more than family members, due to problems on their and each telephone of them. The telephones are copied. The first telephone contact is allowed. The frauder learn information, who is the caller, then he take over the contact. They use some app forging the voice of the caller. But on the other side, there are, before my travel, for example, there was interceptions of the contact, normalizing frauder in the eyes of the victim. You are not aware to this problem. You see it as a normal meeting. It appears to you as a normal meeting, but no. There is interception of the contact, creating forged link, and the frauder is holding documents. So many questions, and I verified this. I will explain more in this. Problem began earlier, long before you first learned about, around 2018. But it began with logins into my family members' accounts, Facebook, making these messages, blackmail, abuse, mistreatment, and my mother swore to me many times that she didn't say these things, but it was recorded, and I regret not to believe her at that time. This is how it's begun, followed by my brother Ahmad, who I missed him 2 years due to same issue. The contact is intercepted. A crook criminal who seemed to you normal person, speaking to normal person, making blackmail and abuse and disgracing my and the victim image. And this issue, the cover-up, and where the problem basically began, is with his family reunion case. When the madam came from Syria, and here, for example, I was checking the reports. Reports say that I think the kid is robot, fraudulent, that I threatened, made the threats, to her that she is afraid of us. Then when that brought to my mind earlier meetings when it was her who stole the login codes of my Gmail. She gave me the paper herself with all the codes invalid. So here you are not aware that this family reunion case itself could be forged itself, or could be also coordination with people from outside, especially with relation to this family reunion case. So there are problem began indeed earlier than you learned yourself about. And the picture to you, the person speaking to normally to the same people, but there is miscommunication, and so no, you are not aware the contact is intercepted and was intercepted longer period than anybody know. And I realized the problem too late, 2022. Indeed, when I first went to your shops trying to get a new telephone, then I found I started to notice the situation. So, as I said, the telephones, not only my telephone could be surveilled. I'm not running from surveillance. I'm not running from anything. And this fact is known by the people around me here, but I'm not sure how you are misled, on what ground. I saw this crook, for example, saying he mag niet naar binnen. This standard behavior. Yeah, you can submit complaint. And I have been informed about this issue that, during conversation with nice people, nice madam, in the library, they said, they love to get a brief, to get a letter. This is the cover-up. On the ground, there are different things happening, starting earlier period than this. And this is what first brought me in 2022 to your shops, changing telephones, then changing other telephones. And I wanted to explain the motive, how it was started. Because for you, it may be presented or forged as someone, for example, a crazy person, paranoid person. This is how they present it. I saw this in Germany. They did that when I was in Germany during the visit. They did everything they can using refugees and security personnel to do that. This is how they present this issue. But no, this began earlier than that. Approaching the same approach, fixing this situation. So you are misinformed about, laughing while scrolling, while you are not in a state to discuss this issue with me, thinking that you know about this. No, you do not know about this. They use frauders, information taken from frauders. This madam, for example, frauders who intercept the contact to claim that everything is normal. No, they are using frauders. And this use is used against the victims themselves, who, of course, when there is a frauder, the victim is in different place, in different condition. So you do not know everything. And you did not speak to me. You're just doing that, laughing. The making or believing what they let you see, believing what they want you to see. And this is exactly what is happening. They are working in between the communication, in between the contacts, and what you are not aware about, according to my first observations to the problem. This I know there was a period, and there is still indeed some surveillance authority, national threat management surveilled me, kept an eye on me because of claimed threat letter to the king and the prime minister. There are something from here I know about, but what you do not know about, there is something from outside. And now, for example, I cannot go anywhere. The way they reported me in Germany, they reported me in Arab countries, and there is action taken from there. You do not know about this. You only know what they told you, what they let you see. Forged information delivered behind Facebook accounts. WhatsApp scam messages, fraud messages, presenting the situation as normal. What I heard here, a telephone call with a scammer. I know my brother, he's not my brother, the person on the telephone. 100%. There is an agreement with my brother to do something in this situation this crook has no idea about. So this scammer is giving information, cover up information for this care provider to do whatever he wants to do. And they are coordinating, some people here, coordinating with these frauders to fix this situation. They can make decisions, they can expose the person, they can track the address. Think of it yourself. I leave this for your conscience, for your honor, and I believe you can make a change in this case. You will find it insulting and humiliating that someone is lying to you this way. So, this point I explained. Wait just a moment to pause. Unfortunately, this cannot be paused and I need a break. So anyway. So a lot of things not known by you. Only you know just what you say, you're scrolling the video and they told you and they prepare you that he will do that. In a very creepy and dirty and look what. And as I explained before, they throw you with a piece of information and enable themselves to advance. While in reality they are applying this in factual behaviors. This could be this in one step was claimed as known, as we know these things, but in another standard, no, there is something else. The glasses, for example, are different. The name on the bank pass is different. Another things, I cannot get into this right now, but while closing this door, and I know the person who did that, he sent me a message through another guy explaining this issue and trying to make a deal. This is how I understand from his conversation. But it's a dirty deal, dirty concept. Either your brother or this situation. Who can accept that? The concept of itself, the Zorg or his family. What kind of idea is this? So I leave this for your conscience, for your honor. I ask you to be a friend, to be my family, yourself. And instead of laughing or help me. And this would be better than, of course, anything. I will cut it here now. I had another points that I wanted to share, but for now I missed these points in the earlier record. There was more points about this. I hope in later moment I can explain this. But please accept this message with a friendly spirit, with an open spirit, and make an influence so this is stopped. This is long during. They did that. They started this long time ago. Nobody do that unless is motivated by hate and racism. And I'm experiencing actually three kind of horrible things. Hate responses. This you saw. I am experiencing also racist behaviors, that discriminative issues, and on the third side there is radical ideology behind this. How this is started. So I leave this for your conscience, and thank you very much.